Welcome back to the neighborhood. Our next guest is Melissa Marston from Comparion. All new. You got to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
Homeowners insurance, car insurance, definitely someone in the real estate industry that you want to get to know if you don't know already, Melissa. So let's go right into it and talk a little bit about the recent changes, because that's a pretty big deal from Liberty Mutual to the new...
So we recently changed over to Comparion, a Liberty Mutual company. Obviously, we're still backed by a Fortune 100 company. The reason they made the change is basically because they wanted to expand our panel and be able to offer more products to our customers.
Mm-hmm.
So, before we were only able to offer maybe 8 to 10 different carriers, but now by the end of this year, we should be able to offer over 100 different carriers.
Nice.
Auto, home, flood, motorcycle, pet, landlord, we do dwelling fire, we do builder's risk insurance. The reason, mostly because of the change, is because not everyone is going to be competitive with Liberty.
Sure.
There's other carriers that come in better priced for different products. So we're just trying to be overall competitive, and when people come to us, we want to make sure that we're able to offer them the whole panel.
Yeah. That's awesome. I always make the comparison of the food court. You know what I mean? You can, if you bring your kids to one restaurant, you're not going to get everything that everybody wants. When you go to the food court, you got all the different offerings.
Correct.
And now everyone will be happy in the end. It's tough to paint with such a broad brush when you're in the big ones. If you meet that player's niche, you're going to get the best deal possible. But if you're outside of their sweet spot, sometimes it gets you where you're not as good.
That too, and I've also had a lot of people come to me, that need help with homeowners, and who they use. They can only offer one product, and the rates might be higher, and they need a lower rate and a better coverage to be able to close the loans. So that happens a lot.
Nice.
So now when someone comes to me, I'm less likely to lose that customer because we are able to offer them other options.
Yeah, because one of the things that I found in the business, customer service is always really, really important. It's less important with homeowners insurance, really, because they don't really care. They're just looking at the number, the bottom line number. So most people will shop because they want the cheapest coverage. It's not like a car where they're like, hey, I want to buy the BMW, I want to go this. They're way more of a number.
True, but I always try to offer my customers what's coming in at the best price and also the best coverage.
Sure.
Versus, if there's $100 difference in a policy, I try to explain to them, hey, listen, you're getting X, Y, and Z when you could be paying $100 more and you're getting more coverage. Even though it's a little bit higher,
sure,
I'd rather be better insured. That's just my opinion.
For sure. So talk a little bit how you got into the home insurance game. Like, I know you haven't been in it for 25 years. It's pretty recent.
My grandmother was in real estate for about 30 years.
Okay.
My grandmother was the top selling real estate agent in Gloucester County.
Okay.
So I always wanted to do something along the lines of that. I wasn't sure if I wanted to get in real estate or not. I did go to school and got my bachelor's degree. I don't use it, by the way, but hey, nobody can say
officially you don't use it. You use it.
Then I was working at a bank doing outbound sales, kind of similar, to loans and stuff like that.
Sure.
At a credit union. This opportunity opened up. I applied. I went and got my insurance license, and it's going on almost 6 years now.
Nice.
So,
what's your favorite part of the job? Like, what do you when you're done that part? You're like, yeah, that's why I do this.
So I like the flexibility of the job.
Okay.
I like that I have time management with my family. I can work when I want to work also, but I can have some time on my own to do things on certain days. I don't like the 9-to-5 job.
Okay.
I like to be able to work, if I work one day, if I log in on 11, I work till 8, 9. I like that flexibility.
Sure.
Also, the reason I love this job is, I recently had a customer who had a total loss on their house. And it felt good that they knew to call me, and they knew that they put their trust in me, that I would get them over to claims, get the claim filed, and get them in touch with the insurance,
sure,
who their insurance was with right away.
Because that's when they really
It's like a devastating thing, what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
But I felt good getting that phone call because they knew me as their agent, that they would trust me to be able to get them in touch with claims.
Nice.
So that's the reason I love the job.
Do you do life as well?
I do life insurance.
Have you had any life payouts where your clients have passed
So
away?
not yet.
Okay.
But I am a big life producer. I'm really huge on life insurance. I lost my father at a young age, so I try to, tell everyone, like, listen, life insurance is the most important piece of insurance you can have. I mean, you see my posts. I'm big on life insurance. My husband's a fireman, so we have plenty of policies in force for our baby.
Right.
And it's just, you try to educate people about what you can do with life insurance, which a lot of people don't know. You can use these policies and fund these policies for your kids.
Sure.
Which is great, but a lot of people don't know that. So when I get those people that come to me and ask me about life insurance for their kids, I tell them, like, listen, there's products out there that you can use as savings accounts.
Sure.
Which people don't know. So it's cool basically educating people and telling them, like, hey, life insurance just isn't a death benefit.
No,
there's other things you can do with it.
Tons, for sure. So where are you going in the future? What are your goals for the next 2 years? What are some of the things you're going to check off your vision board over the next couple of years?
So my goal over the next few years is I'm hopefully going to be promoted this year to senior sales rep.
Okay.
I did meet the requirements. My main goal is they're going to be going to, like, storefronts. So they're going to be opening offices for certain reps that are high producers. So I'm hoping maybe I can get my own storefront, have a team. I should be qualified for a sales rep soon, so that'll be interesting, and I'll start being able to build my team up.
Nice.
And have people work under me to kind of take the weight off my shoulder a little bit, because once you start getting a big book of business, it's hard maintaining and servicing.
Yeah.
But we have a really good service team that does all that.
Okay. Now, when you say storefronts, you mean like little strip malls or whatever kind of thing?
So we're going to have, like, as you see Liberty Mutual, you're going to see Comparion storefronts.
Okay.
It'll say, like, Liberty Mutual Company. They're hoping to do that in the future, which will be nice.
Nice. All right, so now we're going to go with your personal question. I'm going to go back to the same questions we did last time. You wake up tomorrow morning and a little genie fairy appears and says you can have any musician / music group, anyone, come to your house and play 2 songs for you. Who would the group or musician be, and what would the 2 songs be?
Okay, can it be 2 different bands?
Whatever you want.
Okay, I would definitely choose Journey, Don't Stop Believing.
All right.
And that's a tough one. So I'm really into country music.
We'll forgive you for that.
What?
We'll forgive you for that.
You don't like country?
No, I'm just kidding.
So that's a tough one. I would probably say Kenny Chesney. Any of his music, it's all inspirational. I'm also a big Blake fan. But Journey, Don't Stop Believing, that song just puts, like, a really good vibe in me.
Gotta turn that up.
Yeah, so at my wedding, that was the last song of the night we played.
Okay. That's awesome. That's a great
It's just
song.
a great way to end the night.
Yeah, for sure. That's a classic. Not just because of The Sopranos. It was a great song before The Sopranos, but
That is true.
And in that show, for sure. Awesome, Melissa. Thank you so much for coming in.
I appreciate it.
We'll be right back with the next guest on Mr. Mortgage's Neighborhood.